at it again with the white vans.
We're returning episode number 6.
Yes, 6. Hi.
Hello.
Oh, was that Somali?
Yes,
okay,
you know, try to drop it on them.
Okay, multilingual baddie.
Okay, period.
Liberians just speak English.
That's okay.
Because colonization.
Yeah, but y'all are bad as fuck, so.
Thanks. So welcome back, episode 6. I know you're already surprised to see us. Like, I told you didn't have to wait that long.
Not long at all, quite frankly.
I feel like
we're gonna be consistent.
Yeah, it's only been a few days. It's a Monday, and we both were just saying that we really like doing this on a Monday.
Yeah, because it's like, you know when you're like, oh, I don't want to go to work, I don't want to do this. Love my job, but sometimes I'm like, damn, like the weekend's not long enough.
Yeah, right.
But then I was like, we're looking forward to this.
Exactly. I was looking forward to this like all day because it's also like I get to see my bestie and like. Yeah, it's just like something to do because winter is hard, y'all. Like as a Floridian, that's what I mean. Like as somebody who like didn't grow up in this too, I'm like, what do you mean it's dark when I leave for work and it's dark when I come home?
Dude,
like,
as someone who grew up in this, I'm not used to it. Like ancestrally, my body rejects it. My car is rejecting the winter. That part. Like I'm driving. I have 4-wheel drive on a sedan, miracle, and she's like, no. And I'm like, girl, what do you mean? No, we need to leave this parking lot. She's like, I'm like, girl, you better get it and drive.
She's like, what if we just slid over here?
No, Starlight really has her own world. But anyway,
yeah, but
enough about Starlight.
Yes, but I mean, so it's Monday. How was work for you?
Work was good. Yeah. We have a budget hearing tomorrow to see if the city will fund our work. So fingers crossed, but we'll see.
Yeah, we're hopeful.
Yeah, and I had some one-on-ones. It was nice. I got to eat some good food with some great people.
That's awesome.
Yeah. What about you?
Work was fine. As you all may or may not know, I'm not in like my ideal like dream job or anything right now, but it's in my career field, so it's like kind of, screwing with my head because I'm like, what do I want to do? What's my purpose? Blah, blah, blah. But I'm trying to divorce my purpose from like my work. So all of that said, work was fine. I had a meeting where I had to facilitate like for like the supervisors and my director. And the last time I did that, it was like my direct supervisor literally was like, hey, the director was super unfair to you in that meeting. But didn't say anything in the meeting.
Her director sucks.
Yeah. And so this meeting was like eons better. It like ended on time, which is not a thing that happens with my boss. And like I wasn't treated like I was dumb, which I know the bar isn't hell, but like
but also it's like you should be like, if you do a good job, you should be like affirmed and
right,
and not like,
or at least like not made to feel like I'm stupid.
Well, it's also too like there's basic human decency that your director lacks, and I think if you want to be a leader in that type of work, you won't lack that. So yeah, the bar might be in hell, but you're not.
Yeah. I may be bad, but I'm not down. Bad. Is that the? I'm thinking of the Renee Rapp song. I may be down, but I'm still bad. That's what she said.
Oh, yeah, I was gonna say.
I was like, what's the?
I was like, bad in what context? Like, cause I'm like, you're not bad at your job. You're great at your job.
Yes, no.
But like, you're a baddie.
Yeah. Yeah, you were like, define.
Like with 2 eyes.
Yeah.
And 1 E, because there's a lot of vowels.
You said don't do too much.
Yeah.
1 E. A single E.
Because we already got 4 vowels in baddie.
No, that's exactly
Did I say owls?
Yeah, but that's okay. I know what you meant. I just want to point out.
Tangent. Let me point out our notes.
I was about to say we have notes, but I just want to point out that we are in a different location. We're trying out different places in my home, so this is also in my house.
No, literally, isn't it so cute? Look at all her art. Like,
I know, it's super cute. And a lot of these pieces I got local. Well, not a lot of them, but a handful of them I got locally. This one is my husband as his favorite Dragon Ball Z character. We got a little light. Yeah, it's cute. So anyway, new corner, new background unlocked.
Is this how we had to set up?
So if you want to see what that is and you're just listening, you'll have to watch the video.
Yeah, you gotta watch the video.
And we are in the process of, while Faye gets her notes up,
Yeah, yes.
That was me subtly reminding her.
I have my notes. I have my notes.
As Meg gets her notes up, I also want to let people know that we are like expanding like our social media. Like you might see us on TikTok.
Like
so,
soon.
Like very soon.
Like within 24 hours.
Yeah, but don't quote us on that because you know what? It'll get done when it gets done.
With our own pace.
At our own pace.
No one's chasing us.
No one's chasing us. Exactly.
I have the notes.
Okay. All right. What are we talking about?
Okay. So I think we should pick up where we left off because you mentioned the musical,
yes.
But then we said goodbye to everyone.
I know. We did have to cut it off. So we mentioned the musical and we also mentioned like resting in the sabbatical. So yes.
Yes. Okay.
Okay. So the musical. I did a musical.
9 to 5.
Yes. It was called 9 to 5. What a way to make a living. Only getting by. So taking and forget. You know, the Dolly Parton song. Okay. So.
Shout out Dolly.
Shout out Dolly. So there's a whole musical. It came out in like 2009. I did it before I left the town that I used to live in before Minneapolis. I was like, this is my last thing basically because I literally had the musical and then I was moving like a week or two later. Yeah. So, I always wanted to do theater. So I've never done a show. Like I've never done theater.
That's being over here.
I went to, like Faye has done theater, like, in high school and, like, beyond. I never did any of that. But I always loved it. I love singing. I love attention.
And she's really good. Like, well, not the attention. But also, like, who doesn't?
No,
like,
right.
We all want to be cared for and seen and,
right.
You know, rah, rah, rah. But.
And, like, showcase our talent.
Yes.
Yeah. And I just felt like I love singing, but I was always like, oh, I'm not that good. But I knew I wasn't, like, tone deaf. You know what I mean?
Give him a verse. Give him a verse from the song. Like, a half a verse.
Okay. Get out and stay out. I finally had enough. Don't kiss me on your way out. It wouldn't move me much. So, woo! You know, like, thank you. Like, obviously,
Black Santa applause.
Black Santa applause.
Mashallah.
Also, yeah, in our home, we don't tend to have white Santas. We do have a, like, garden gnome type of Santa, but he doesn't count. But Black Santa's only in this household.
And this is Muslim Black Santa.
Right. He says assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum. What did Nikki say? Oscar Mayer Bacon? Yeah. Isn't she problematic right now or something?
Oh, right now. I mean yeah, right. But yes. Okay, so musical. Yeah, so I did a musical and I auditioned and I got one of the lead roles. So if you know 9 to 5, I was Judy. Burnley, she's like the new girl, and it was so fun, and it was like such a
I'm looking for pictures.
And it was such a sweet cast, and it was just like a really positive experience. Like I loved it. I had a really great time. And it was like cool to see myself like try something new and excel at it, and like and just like challenge and learn, but like do something just for the fun of doing it, and like for the end product of putting on a show. So that was really fun, and that was like. A lot of my friends like to joke that I'm like side quest queen. Like I did a weightlifting competition. I did this musical. Like I just be doing stuff.
Can I show them this?
Yeah, you can.
This is Martha in her musical. I don't know if you can see it.
Oh no, yeah, look at me.
It's so like literally that's her on stage. Dang, how do I do? Is it like this? Is that what the makeup?
Yeah, but I think it's because you're just gonna have especially because you have a privacy screen, right?
I do have a privacy screen, but...
Well, because I think it's just gonna... Okay. Oh, I think that's worse. You get the point. It's
You saw.
Yeah, yes. But you know what?
Okay.
We could probably just post a picture, too.
Yeah, we're going to post like this is where we've been.
Yeah.
This is where we're going.
I think we should, we'll post pictures that go along with stuff we're talking about in the episode. I think that's a good idea.
Yeah.
So you can get like a visual.
The content we promised.
Yeah. The content.
Yeah, and then you auditioned for Legally Blonde.
Yes. So,
and, oh my God.
So I moved, right? And so there was a show happening, like in like Twin City suburbs, for Legally Blonde the musical, and I was like, bro, because I love that musical, and I was like, I have to audition, and like.
And she ate.
And I had so I had my friend install a blonde wig.
Bust down
blonde wig. We'll also put a picture of that.
Mm-hmm. Middle part, no middle part.
Middle part.
Bust down middle part blonde wig, Legally Blonde. Call her Renee Rapp, bro.
Right. And then I get there an hour early because I was a walk up, and I really wanted to make sure I could audition on Thursday so I get it over with. And like I get there an hour early, and I'm like so nervous, and I'm literally like I'm the like only person. First off, blonde bust down, blue cheetah girls
like
costume,
girl, like running suit,
like jumpsuit, like velour jumpsuit and baby blue, and I'm wearing a blonde wig in this church that I'm auditioning in. And I literally start getting like so anxious, and I like text Faye, and she's literally driving, and she's like, send me address. Like, you were like, send me address, driving, text bad.
No, because you were like, I want to leave. And I was like, no. And I was like, send Addie, I'm coming. And then I remember I was like in Dinky, like that's where like our university area is.
Yeah.
And I was like, skirt.
So
but like slow skirt because it was snowing.
Right. And we're safe in these parts, in these times. But yeah. And Faye came and made me feel a lot better. And I did it, and I auditioned. I was really nervous. It was definitely more like profesh than the last like play I did. Just, I think, the nature of like being in the cities and whatever.
Yeah.
But there was definitely like theater people there, you know.
There were thespians. Like, yeah. They was.
And I will say,
showing
like,
out. They ate.
The people that were like in my last cast were also like, some of them were trained performers. Like, I'm not trying to say like they were all just, you know, but I'm just saying like there was just like a lot of like, it was the pressure was there. Like, there was a lot of girls.
They brought like changes of clothes.
Yeah.
Like outfit changes for the
8 years
the dancing.
8 years hip hop experience.
Yeah. One girl had an agent.
Yeah.
Agent.
Yeah, it was just like intense, so I was really nervous. But I did it, and I'm proud of myself for doing it. And
it was so much fun.
And it was a lot of fun. And Faye did the dance audition with me, kind of.
Yeah, it was. She was like, what is she telling me? She was like,
yeah, right. Like, it was fun. But yeah, I didn't. So the update there is that I got an email last night that I didn't get a callback audition, which is fine. It's my second show ever.
Bad taste they have. I'm saying it. She's not saying it. So if y'all see this, don't say nothing. But I'm saying it. Y'all got that taste.
I feel like I feel fine about it, genuinely. Like, and it doesn't mean I'm not in the show. It just means I'm probably ensemble, which is totally fine. And yeah, so
you would eat as ensemble. You'd be the type of ensemble where I would go to that show. I would go to that show and I'd be like, wait, who's that? I was like, who's that girl?
Oh my god,
who's that girl I see? Aw, Chad just brought Martha a meal. It's dinner time over here.
Yeah, I am hungry, so I will munch a little. But
eat. Yeah.
A shot.
No. We're talking about being shy.
We're recording.
Not him being like, y'all want to take a shot. He's so funny.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Okay.
We will be going to karaoke later.
Yeah. I will be having a drink.
Yeah. Drink responsibly, all of those who participate.
That's a beer commercial.
Black Santa even agrees.
Yeah, Santa down.
Black Santa yeeted himself.
He said I had too much to drink.
So you wouldn't.
Okay. So, what else do we got to talk about?
Okay.
So that's my update.
Okay,
I
can yap while you
sabbatical. Talk about.
Okay, yeah, sabbatical. Okay, I'll take over now.
Yeah.
While you eat, my queen. Loki, now I'm kind of want to get my tuna wrap, but that's for later. Okay, yeah. So I took a sabbatical. Okay, so for context, we both got sabbaticals. There is this organization in our city that awards like funds and rest and resources to people who are organizing, people specifically like people of color, Black, Indigenous, POC, all that good stuff. And I applied. There was like 1,000 plus people, and then 10 got it in my cohort. And Martha was my reference when I applied. And low-key, that rest changed my life. Like, I took 3.5 months off, almost 4. I rested, I traveled, I realized I am more than a cog in a machine. I realized the revolution requires healed and restored people, all those good things. And I also realized, like, I think I like to be my own boss, because, like, I think we infantilize our employees too much in this society. And so, like, yeah, and more on that later. But anyway, I say that all to say, Martha was my reference for the first part, because I was, like, this first cohort. And then, like, a few months later, there was a second cohort to rest, and Martha applied, and I was her reference, and she got it. So we, like, went on this experience together, and, like, we kicked it off in New Orleans, which is, I think, you guys got an episode.
Yes.
But it was just, and it was so beautiful, too, because, like,
really beautiful. Just,
like, traveling us being from the Midwest, when we travel and go to, like, other places, just, like, seeing, like, Blackness and history Blackness, like, people have been here, people have built a culture, people have built resistance and joy. It's just, mwah. And I think that's just something I really enjoyed about my sabbatical, the opportunity to travel. Because even I went to Barbados, shout out Riri, that was her home. And just, like, meeting people who are indigenous to their land that are Black, wow. Wow. I
think that's a really important point. Like, meeting people who are indigenous to their land that are black. I think Minnesotans and like Midwesterners have. Oh, thank you. I think Minnesotans and Midwesterners have one orientation to indigeneity, and because of colonization, we're so limited in indigeneity in general, let alone like black indigeneity and like the like
our knowledge of our own history.
Yeah.
Like, because it's also just, like, one of those things where, at least for me, I'm Somali for context, like, war took down our history. Like, the first things to get burned down were the libraries and the theater and the National Archive, which, sickening.
Yeah, literally.
But to your point, like, I think during the sabbatical, like, because we're in the U.S. and we only have one context of indigeneity, and, like, for me, I've never really traveled internationally as an adult. Like, I've done it as a kid, but, you know, you're seeing things through the lens of your parents, and at least for me, when you got parents that have been to war, like, you know, they their views are, they're from lived experience that's different from yours.
Ultimately, I think that's right. Like, and I to the point of, like, being able to travel because of the sabbatical, like, there's a lot of travel that I haven't been able to do, like, as I've gotten older. Like, I feel like in college, I went abroad because I could use like federal financial aid, like
FAFSA.
And then like when I became an adult, it's just like, well, let me try and get home to see my family because I live in a different state than my family now. But yeah, I think it was really great to spend like 10 whole days in New Orleans. You were there for a weekend, but like
spend an amazing weekend.
So fun.
But 10 whole days.
And like really just like have days where I'm like, I'm gonna lay in bed, and then today I'm gonna go to this bookstore, and then I'm gonna go to this book signing for an author I really like that I just, you know, like just, especially because I was still living in a small town at that time, I thought it was really meaningful, and like understanding the different ways that we rest, and I think throughout this whole journey, like throughout this whole year has been me realizing, I mean, I think it started before this year, but this year has really been me realizing like how much I need creativity and art in my life, and I don't prioritize that in like day-to-day life because like, you know, I work in public health, and that's the thing that makes me money, and like that's the way that I interact with the world and like make a difference in the world. But like art is almost a way to make a difference in my own world, and like keeping myself at the center of that. And I feel like that's not something I realized until I like slowed down enough to be like, what do I want? Like, what does my body move towards? Like, what feels good to me? Like, what's natural? Like, I wasn't even asking myself those questions because I was just like, let me just make it through. Yeah.
Agenda item. Do this, do that.
Literally agenda item. Yeah.
Yeah. I think too, like New Orleans specifically, I think just having that amount of time to do what you need to do when you need to do it just allows you to be back in your body. I think when we live in like a capitalist society, when you are like, regardless of what kind of job you have, salaried, wage worker, when you're like an exploited force, when you're a labor force, like you, like, and you were talking about this earlier in the pod where like your work is not your purpose, like and your passion can be your purpose, but it's like capitalism makes you feel like you're purposeless or you're not worth anything if you're not contributing to this like this thing that is low-key, high-key, very much so oppressing you.
Right.
And I think,
and also made up.
And yeah, well, it's like,
why are we dying over like money is fake, like value in like all of these things is fake, like
these resources are stolen and extracted,
right?
Yet we allow corporations and entities to steal our bodies in order to get enough back
and to claim ownership over the earth. Like we allow that, and like not as a like it's obviously not our faults, like,
but we have responsibility.
Yeah, we do have responsibility. I think that lends to like the conversation we had, and I don't know if we were even going to talk about this in this episode, but the conversation we had around like climate change and like after forest bathing.
Oh my god, yeah. Damn, that was gonna be episode 2. But it's okay, it could be this episode. It's natural. Yeah. I think like because we were talking about after our forest bathing, we went to a fundraiser for a BIPOC outdoor camping thing. We were trying to raise money to get BIPOC folks outside. But we were just talking about how, like, because we're not outside in nature consistently, like, just even walking in the forest and, like, bathing in its existence, or going, like, we have 10,000 lakes here, just going to the lake, because we're, like, I know I'm in an office, or I'm, like, at a cafe, or I'm attached to this world on my phone and on my laptop. And because, and I think a lot of people are like that. And I'm lucky enough to have access to nature, to commune with it, and to understand, like, where everything comes from. Like, this hibiscus I'm drinking is growing here. This tea I'm drinking is growing here. This tree is literally having a heartbeat. But I think so many people don't have that connection, so it's easy to extract from it, because you're not seeing it. The global South is seeing it. They're feeling it. They're living in it. But we get to have that privilege of not seeing where the thing is being extracted from. And I think just in being in relationship with nature and rest, like, I think those two things are symbiotic.
Yeah, and I think that was a common theme in our sabbatical program, that we're, like, indivisible from, like, our relationship to the world and to nature. Like, I just think about, in that conversation we were having, like, after the forest bathing and just reflecting on that, it was part of the conversation. Someone said something along the lines of, like, we constantly judge ourselves on standards set, like, that were made up, basically, and that we don't look at nature and say it's not moving fast enough, or, you know, or nature doesn't say, like, this isn't happening at the time it's supposed to. Like, everything happens in the time that it's meant to. And, like, even just having that understanding and applying that to, like, our own lives is really meaningful.
And our sabbaticals and our rest journey, because it's like, and I think living in a place with all four seasons is something we talked about. Like, winter, like, things shed, they transition, they sometimes die. Like,
things die.
There's a grief that comes with it. And then summer, it's like just growing, like, greenery's coming in, spring, like, things have sprung, like, and I think just like that, we shouldn't rush ourselves. And I think that's the what tied into our sabbatical. Like, no one's chasing us. Like, we shouldn't rush ourselves, and we should exist at the pace in which we are meant.
Yeah, and I will say, like, this is all recognizing that, like, we don't live, like, we don't have bosses. We don't live in a society where, like, people are thinking like this often. So, like, you have to find the ways to do that for yourself, like, while existing in these structures that we have no choice but to exist. To exist in. There's something else I thought about that.
Also, find community that wants to exist in that, like, idea with
you.
Yeah. Because I think that's what made our sabbatical better.
Yeah.
Did you figure out what you want to say?
Give me a sec.
No, that's okay. Yeah. I think no, because I was gonna go off a tangent, but I was like, I want to make space.
I appreciate that.
Of course, always. Plus, you just finished eating, so I was like, I know you was cooking and eating.
Yeah. Shout out to Chad for cooking.
No. Shout out our manager / your huzzy.
Yeah. But I think, I don't know, I guess the thought that's in my mind is also that, like, when we talk about the Global South, like, Global South bearing the brunt, like, of climate change and, like, of our carelessness and our disconnection to Earth, it shows that, like, I think it's very symbolic that, like, these things aren't individual. So, like, me being, like, a person that is disconnected from the Earth and from my body, like, impacts other people, because you think about this girl.
Asada, get down.
I know. Because you think about the fact that, like, the trash islands floating off the coast of, like, African countries are because people don't, like, have a connection to, like, the Earth and their body. Like, they see, like, the Earth as a means to the end of, like, producing these things that don't matter, and that obviously don't even matter to them because they throw them away and they end up floating masses in the ocean.
Literally, and throw food away and throw. Cause I remember when I used to work at Target, but when I was in college, like 2017, 2018, like, I don't even know. I don't even remember. Time is weird.
Yeah.
Like, I would throw away so much food, and I'm like, oh, can we just give it to homeless people? And they're like, no, we could get sued if someone is allergic to it. And I'm like, what?
Right.
Or we throw away brand new, like, computers and everything, and I'm just like, it's just like we make so much and we extract so much and we don't even redistribute those resources.
Right.
We don't even redistribute that wealth. And I think that's why it's okay to like choose yourself and choose your rest, because it's like at the end of the day, like to these spaces you're a means to an end, and like of course to the point you can, because like I know I can't quit my job.
Right.
Shoo. It's not gonna be a black girl's dream. It's gonna be black girl suffrage.
Right. Black girls struggling.
Struggling. Black girls surviving. But like I don't know, make space. Make space for both. Make space for your time and your rest. But anyway, that was a sabbatical.
Yeah, that was kind of where we landed with that. What else we got? Ultimately, I think we started a process of reflection, and we're going to continue that. And we want to encourage you to like just
join us in that.
Yeah, take some time with yourself and think about like what are the things that I'm just doing because I feel like I have to, and like what do I actually want out of this life?
What are your dreams?
What are your dreams? That's like the purpose of this whole podcast, is to get you guys to think about like what are those dreams, right? Like
those passions.
And don't like, I don't know, forget them.
Don't forget them. And also, like, I don't know, I want to share something someone in my cohort said. She was like, she was asking, I'm paraphrasing, she said it so much more eloquently, but what kind of ancestor do you want to be? You know, what's your legacy? And what, like, archive your joy. Like, we're making this podcast to archive our joy and share it with you, and figure out a way to archive yours, because you deserve to exist outside the context of oppression. And, you know, as black girls, we need to stay connected to our passions, because our passions will keep us alive.
Period. All right.
That was a good ending.